Hello, hello, everyone, and welcome to the Alliance live show number 12. Even though I didn't put that in the header, that's what it's going to be. So, for you guys out there that are fortunate enough to read through the lines and be able to see that it's me streaming and it's a Friday night, you were able to tell that this is the Alliance live show. So, I'm looking forward to just doing some playing here. We're gonna actually do some gameplay. We're gonna go into Galactic War. I have to finish my dailies here, and I want to talk about the Thrawn event and some of the stuff that's been going on. And I actually have joining me today Good Ol Maurice. Maurice, what's going on?
What's up, guys?
So we're just gonna go ahead and try to basically go over first and foremost the Thrawn event, and I think Maurice was actually able to get a 7-star. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Congratulations, my friend. Are you stoked about the 7-star? I mean, I got one too, and I got him to gear 10 today, and I threw him in arena, and on defense, I'm hearing bad things. So I don't know what's your experience been so far.
Well, I've got no Empire characters at all to back him up in arena. I kind of want him for the raids. You're already seeing the videos and stuff of people soloing P3 and improving their Chirpa team. So that's what I want for the raids. There's some cool Rancor teams.
Okay. Yeah. Now, I mean, as far as the raids are concerned, I'm seeing people basically soloing P3 is what I heard. So. I mean, it's pretty crazy. I'm seeing what is it like 30 million or something? I forget. It's like an insane number of damage.
Oh yeah, it's tons. You gotta have a lot of time to do it. I don't have that time to sit in P3 the whole raid, and my guild is done in like 40 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not really into spending that much time on the raids. I do like the raids, but I'm really more of an arena guy. Speaking of, let's get into an arena battle here. I'm going to go ahead and put the Thrawn team into action. I heard, Malia Beam was able to just, defeat me a few moments ago here. So, let's go against. Let me see here. Let's go against a. You know what? Let's go against Malia Beam himself. Let's take on a triple cleanse here, and see if I can beat this team. So I'm
Malia Beam with the 47,000 power team. That's all the time. All right.
Yeah, so I'm rocking the Thrawn with Director Krennic, Death Trooper, TIE Fighter Pilot, and Shore Trooper. So we're gonna take that into battle here and see if I can go ahead and take Malia Beam down. Now, Triple Cleanse is pretty tough, especially. I mean, my Thrawn's not done yet. I don't have a Zeta on him yet, and he's only gear 10 so far, but he's still a pretty tanky character, and the team is pretty good, so I should do all right. Much like everything else right now, I'm on offense. I'm a wizard, but nothing's really holding for me on defense. Yeah, but I mean, how easily did you defeat that last tier? I mean, I had some trouble, definitely on the last tier there, trying to finish it up.
Oh man, I was super lucky. I already had a gear 10 chopper, gear 11 Zeb. I had to invest a little bit of gear in Ezra and Hera, but it was fairly simple for me. I actually beat it on the first try. But I mean, I was way over geared, just pure accident and luck.
Yeah, I mean,
I like Zeb a lot.
I was not as well prepared, and I got to tell you, it was okay. I mean, I was still able to beat it. I got the guys to gear 8 pretty much, and I finally figured out. I mean, it was just going to be a matter of RNG, right? No matter how much more gear I put on these guys, if unless I wanted to spend like another couple $100, refreshing, because especially when you're at that stage, we're talking about a day away from the end of the event. If you don't have all the gear already, you're going to have to refresh that shipments to try to buy the gear that's going to take to get the guys up there, and that can get very expensive, especially when you start refreshing for 200 crystals each pop.
Oh yeah, I mean, it took some people 2-3 hours, some even more than that to get the good RNG. But I feel like it was worth it. That time investment for this character, I feel is a good investment.
Well, there goes my short trooper. That's not good. Okay, let's see if we can turn this around here. Because basically I'm not protected anymore. And I'm going to go ahead and give turn meter to TIE Fighter pilot.
Well, while you're finished getting embarrassed by Malyabean, let me give a shout out to Goldman, Vestara. We got Cheeky Cutie in the chat. Jason Dills.
Oh,
what's up, guys?
What's going on, guys?
Draklar Erden. I'm sure I butchered that. Apologies. JR. We got Grim. Got a lot of people watching.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure you get some smack talk to you from Malyabean tomorrow. Huh?
He's beating me right now, man. I am not doing well. You know, it's unfortunate too because you know, this is it always works out this way. Like when I do stuff on a video, like or when I'm streaming it or something, I am so much worse than I actually am. Like I promise you guys, like when you're not looking, I'm really good at this game.
That's the thing, man.
I promise.
College videos. I've made a few videos. I guarantee you, like the videos that you know, it takes some time to. I don't know. The videos you see are not like people just going in there winging it in the first try. I mean, this is dozens of videos.
Yeah, no, I know. Let's see if I can revive Death Trooper here. This is not good. Yeah, this is the end. This is the end for us. Yeah, I'm going down. I'm going down in flames. I'm gonna have to revisit this again here in a few minutes. Thrawn's out now. It's just Death Trooper, and he's got pretty much like his whole squad, with the exception of his Rex that I killed right off the bat. But yeah, way to show off that Thrawn. You know, right off the bat, just get destroyed in arena. But I promise you guys, he's actually better than that. He's much better on defense. He's much better on offense than he is on defense, though. All right, so I do have to do some Galactic War, so I'm going to go ahead and start doing that too. So I mean, yeah, basically it got down to the wire. I was basically within, I'd say, 50 shards of getting in the 7-star. So I decided to buy that pack. I bought the $100 pack, and. Yeah, I did, because it gave me a little boost to finish them up at the end, and then I had to use some crystals to buy gear, because getting them to I had them all pretty much at like gear 7, and that just wasn't enough. It wasn't cutting it. It definitely wasn't cutting the mustard. They were getting slaughtered. I mean, like it was just like I could beat the first 3 tiers, and then when I got to the 4th tier, it was just like a mauling. You know what I mean? And fortunately. I was considering buying more gear, and I was like, let me just try it a couple of times. So I ended up just going at it for about an hour or so, and I was able to beat it without having to spend any more gear or any more Omegas on the team. But as a result, I have a pretty good Phoenix squad to work on. I mean, I can probably put very little effort into them over the next month or two, and if they ever do get Zetas or like a rework or something, I'll have a pretty good squad. But I actually, to be honest with you, in the time I was playing with them, I kind of liked them a lot. I mean, what do you think about the Phoenix squad?
I think they pretty much suck as a unit, but all of them, a lot of them have individual uses. Like I'm actually using Chopper and Arena. I'm having a lot of fun with it. Zeb's really good. I mean, Sabine and Ezra, obviously, they're great. But as a unit, they kind of suck. But you can plug Ezra in on some of these Jedi teams. I think you used to use Ezra in your Arena team.
I was using Ezra on my Arena team yesterday, and today's the first day. I did throw Thrawn in for like an hour a couple days ago when he was at Gear 9, but I threw Thrawn in this morning after I got him to Gear 10, and I was like, he's ready, and he's really not. But
Hera sucks. Hera and Kanan suck. I don't like them at all. But the other guys, I could see myself putting into just as utility characters. Zeb's actually really good at just countering Zeta Dooku. I mean, if that's a pro, I'm not really sure, but
yeah. I mean, it's why am I using this team? This is like such a weird team. I didn't even realize. Like I'm like running through with like a Baze and like You know what it is because this was the last team I used. You know, I think one of my characters died at the end, and they subbed Baze in. It's for Short Trooper. So let me take Baze out and put. I'll just pick a whole different squad. I'll put. Let me go with the Jedis with Ezra. Let's run this. Yeah, that's my favorite team right now. Is that Jedi team with Ezra? You know, with Double Zeta on R2D2, they're a really good squad. You know, you get a lot of benefits from that team, and they really work well together. You know, having Ezra in there is kind of like having a second Qui-Gon. So it's like basically, you know, with all the taunting going on, especially if you're facing a Kenobi team, you get a lot of benefit from having Ezra in there. Let me stun
like the Jedi lack damage, right? And he gives a lot of damage. I mean, him and Anakin, they're probably the two highest DPS Jedi, yeah?
Oh, yeah. Anakin...
Yeah, R2 in there just giving him even more offense.
Yeah, I've actually stayed away from Anakin. I've been using Yoda. Other people have been using Anakin instead of either Yoda or Ezra, and... I don't know. I mean, I feel like having the extra dispel with Ezra is really good. I also feel like Yoda having that tenacity up is a huge benefit that you don't get with Anakin too. So, I don't know. I mean, they're both kind of the same. I mean, on defense, I've kind of had similar results with both teams, but I feel like you know, I'm a bigger fan of Yoda anyway, so I'm going to use him. I haven't put a Zeta on him yet, but that's, you know, part of the plan eventually. I just feel like his Zetas aren't really that overwhelming. I mean, you know, yeah, he's getting the addition of foresight to tenacity up, but I wish he dispelled. That'd make it a lot better. You know, if he dispelled all you know, negative status effects with that move, that would make that move really good.
It'd make it way overpowered, man. That'd be ridiculous.
He'd be OP. I mean, for sure. But you know, Yoda should be OP. I mean, it's Yoda. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, if somebody was going to be OP, let it be Yoda. You know? Not Baze Malbus and Chirrut Imwe.
He is kind of the worst legendary character, you know?
Should it be Baze and Chirrut? I mean, you know, I think not. I think it should be Yoda. You know, I would be okay with Yoda being OP, you know? And everybody has him. You know, but yeah, no, he's kind of. But I mean, you know, he's got the oldest kit. I mean, they've kind of worked on him a little bit, so I mean, he should be better. But I don't know. As far as the legendary characters go, I think the worst one, in my eyes, personally, is Han Solo. I know that's a raid character, but that's considered a legendary character also. I mean, if you count Kenobi, I'd say Han Solo is probably the worst. You know, and only because, I mean, he really provides zero benefit now, because his main benefit really was during that time, you know, with all the Jawa engineers going fast. He was able to go first, so he was able to stun that Jawa engineer, prevent the droid teams from, you know, destroying you in the first 30 seconds. So that's why everybody wanted a Han Solo at first. Now it's kind of, you know, being able to shoot first is cool, but he needs something else. He needs a new bag of tricks. So, did you run it with Sabine in the Thrawn event, or did you go with Chopper?
No, I couldn't get Sabine to 7-star. I went with Chopper.
Yeah, me too. I was not able to get Sabine to 7 stars. She's 6 stars right now, so that's pretty cool. I like Sabine. She seems like a pretty cool character. Again, I was more into Ezra personally, but I think she'll be cool. I mean, really, you know, I'm also kind of excited about trying out Kanan at some point. The only problem with Kanan is he's really, really slow. I was kind of hoping he'd be a faster character, but he really doesn't hit that hard either. Like, I mean, there's nothing special about him at all. I mean, you know, that's the unfortunate thing.
Kanan, if you have Kenobi, there's really no reason to be using Kanan, you know.
Well, a double taunt for Jedi. I mean, but the thing is that, you know, again, you know, the protection he gives is not that much, and he doesn't deal a ton of damage, and he only taunts for 1 turn, which really sucks. So it's like, is it 1 turn, I think, or is it Chopper that gets 1 turn of taunt? Maybe it's Chopper that gets 1 turn of taunt.
Yeah, Chopper's the 1 turn with the evasion. Okay. I think Kanan's is 2. I don't know much about Kanan. I just used him because I had to. Right,
but I mean, you know, I got to use them, and the more I was practicing against that Thrawn team, the more I started to really, uh, I started to really get the feel for the Phoenix characters, and I feel like I don't know. I started to like them a lot more because I started to try to figure out their strategy. Now I know they don't work in arena, so I mean it's irrelevant. But what I'm saying is still pretty cool trying them out and getting to see what what it's like to work with that squad. I mean again you have let me go ahead and try to stun Vader here. That works. Excellent. What was I talking? What was I saying?
Good question, man. I was trying to answer questions.
I got you. Anyway, I think I was talking about Sabine versus Ezra for a bit there, but anyway, I got off topic. So, have you put a Zeta on Thrawn yet?
No, I have not. No. Tomorrow will actually be the first day I try him in the raid. I'm gonna try him in the P3, just kind of using my Serpentine team, take out Stormtrooper Han.
Yeah, I'm thinking about giving him a shot in the raid. I mean, obviously it'll be. Yeah, I'm not going to be doing a full phase. I just don't have time to do that. But I mean, it'll be cool to try him out. Oh, Vader got his AOE off. Okay. Let's take him out. Is that a Zeta Barriss? I mean, it seems like Vader's like taking a long time to take out here. Not really. Oh, that's so annoying.
For an arena battle, let's not get slaughtered in a Galactic War fight, eh?
No. Galactic War, we're doing fine, but yeah, I do have to go back to arena and try to take Molly out again because that was embarrassing. I did just add like a refresh, so I mean like I have like all these battles to use now during this stream, so I might as well just go ahead and use all those. Let's go ahead and just take out Barriss here with this AOE, or at least work on it. Man, she's a really tanky character.
You said Malia Bean in the chat.
Oh, Malia Bean's in the chat. Molly, you're gonna get to watch me floor your team on the second attempt. You actually destroyed me the first time. Oh no, Molly Bean's in the chat. Okay, so we're moving along here, and I'm glad to see that we have a familiar fellow in the chat here. He's gonna get to watch his own team get destroyed in arena. That's what's happening next. I'm going to jump out of Galactic War here for a minute. I'm going to go into arena, and I'm going to use the Thrawn assault squad and just totally probably lose again. But I'm going to give it a shot anyway.
You guys gonna hop on the Discord server and we'll play some wages in there.
I've got a couple of bucks on my Thrawn squad here. I think this time I'm going to go at it with a different strategy. The Triple Cleanse squad, it's actually, and with R2-D2 also, it's a pretty good squad. Okay, let me see here. How do we do this? All right, let's go with an AOE. Now I'm going to use, I'm going to go ahead and taunt with the Shore Trooper.
Malia has wagered Zaza's bracelet on his team.
Oh, awesome! They used the R2-D2 used his smoke screen, but everybody had ability buff immunity on them, so they couldn't go stealth. That's awesome.
I love R2, man. I use him every day, but like watching him here on defense is kind of.
Oh, this is gonna be a different story here, Malia Bean. This is not gonna go well for you. Oh no, Baze Malbus coming through. I got my Thrawn is stunned right now. Oh, just taking, Your team is just taking Thrawn out of the match for me. Oh, no. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and taunt again. Yeah, things are looking pretty good. Okay, they're not bad right now. I have a shot here, without a doubt. I think I got this one. Unless there's like a freak turn of events. Unless we have like a New York Mets style collapse here. I should take this one home. But you know, I am from New York, so it's possible. Okay, now we're gonna go ahead and do that. Take him out.
How's Jose Reyes working out for you guys this year?
let's not talk about the Mets, okay? Because there's not a lot to talk about. Oh man, Chirrut gains health like nobody's business. I mean, you know, it's just oh, there we go. There's a stun. There's the heal, and let's take out Chirrut. We're gonna have to. Oh, there we go. Bam. All right, Malia. So you can see triple cleanse. It's been done against Malia's squad. There you go. Even though Malia's triple cleanse is a paltry triple cleanse. Slow clap. Okay. All right. But you see, on offense, it can do it. On defense, not so much. I think you beat me a few minutes ago, right? So now, you know, I have other teams I faced. Like we have a guy in our shard that has a full first order squad, and I mean, I was able to beat him without. I mean, really fast, and then you know he was able to beat me right back. So I don't know. I don't think I've held against anybody with this team. So. But
I don't think anybody wants to see you fight first order either.
Well, it's good to try out different squads, man. You don't want to always see the same thing, you know, over and over again. I'm gonna do. Let me do a challenge here because I have, you know, I still have all my challenges to do. Unfortunately, I didn't do a lot of stuff throughout the day today.
Cantina battles, man, it's full.
Because that's gonna take 4 seconds. I'm just gonna go ahead and sim for, you know, a Sith Trooper over here, and then you know we're gonna call it a day. Sith Trooper shards, 2 shards. That's an excellent drop rate. 10 battles, 2 shards. Thank you for that.
Why don't we just watch you manually play 10 battles of the Sith Trooper battle?
I don't want to do that. I don't want to. What I want to do is I have to finish this Galactic War. I have to also do the. I want to do a ship battle because you know, why not? I mean, we have a whole you know, we have ships, so.
Yeah,
we might as well use the ships.
Battle of the day.
Might as well use ships. I haven't even done a ship battle yet today, so let's do that. Let me do the challenge for the ships, which is the shipbuilding materials challenge today. That's cool. Okay, and then I'm going to go ahead.
Pretty awesome Bronzium pull there.
Yeah, it was a solid one, right? As you'll see, in ships, I actually suck. So I'm at rank 86 now, and. We'll go down to. It wasn't always this way, you know. At one point, I was actually good at ships, and then you know everybody went ahead and leveled up their ships too. So now, I really only do that one battle a day that I have to do. That's pretty much it. And I started running Tarkin's team the other day, so just playing around with that. But you know, anyway, let's see what we do here against this squad. I'm going to go ahead and just throw it on auto and see if I can just defeat this team, because I think I'm good enough to do that. And we'll see what happens, because ships. Okay, bam. Let's go for... Oh my goodness, I'm going to have to take this off auto. They just destroyed my Imperial TIE Fighter. That was crazy. I did not see that one coming. I thought...
Yes, sir.
Oh my god, my Imperial TIE Fighter usually dodges some attacks. Didn't dodge anything right there. Just went ahead and got destroyed. So we're going to go ahead and use First Order TIE Fighter as our stealth here. And then I'm going to go ahead and just... I'm just going to bomb all these guys with my Slave 1. Oh, that was awesome. Okay, now let's go ahead and try to take this guy out. And then we can slowly dismantle this other squad here. Alright. Now things are in hand. At least it looks that way. So... But, you know, yeah, with the ships, you really got to stay up on it, because if you don't, you'll drop, you know, to rank 30, rank 40, rank 50 real quick. And then it's just a matter of, you know, do you want to play that much ships to catch back up again? You know, it's like...
The answer is no.
The answer is no. Even though, I mean, listen, I like ships. I like doing my battle a day or two, you know, I mean, whatever. But I do not want to do, like, 7 battles a day of ships just to maintain a high rank. So... you know, I'll try to stay top 50, top 25. I mean, at first, you know, when ships first came out, I was in the top 10 for the first couple of months. I mean, you know, no problem. But this is not good. So, yeah, I mean, ships has kind of become the same as arena. I mean, everybody can beat everybody now. You know, there's no dominant squads. All right, so let's go to. Well, first, let me collect these. Activity rewards, and then I'm going to go back to Galactic War and keep working on this here. So, yeah, but I mean, actually, you know what? You want to go into the meta report and take a look at that? I happen to have that here too. So we'll do the meta report now. We'll go ahead and discuss that. All right, so what I have here is the top 10 leaders at rank 1. Okay, and you'll notice all the way there at the end with that little blue sliver, Grand Admiral Thrawn has creeped into the top 10 leaders at rank 1. So he's making his presence felt. He's just 4 behind Jyn Erso, which you know, is actually about 17 behind Finn, which I know you're a big proprietor of. Yeah, so that's awesome.
Yeah.
But you know, Rex is still holding down the fort. You know, as usual, he's the #1 guy. Maul is there at second, and Wedge Antilles is creeping up on Maul there at 405. So Wedge Antilles seeing a lot more use. Qui-Gon Jinn's, of course, you know, been increasing as well as more people are using their R2-D2s and their Jedi squads. So again, not a lot of change from the last meta report, except for the addition of Thrawn, and it's nice to see that, even though he sucks on defense. So that's
Vader
cool.
seems to be climbing a little bit. I mean, maybe I'm wrong, but Vader's always up there a little bit. Maybe because of Thrawn. You know, I know there's some guys running the Vader-Thrawn combo with the Sith Assassin.
Vader's always in the mix of things. The problem with the Vader squad is you have to have a really fast Vader squad, because there's no speed to that, and you know, I mean, the real benefit is Vader's dots, right? So I mean, you know, if you're using you know, a Zeta Vader with maybe like a Zeta Palpatine, you know, yeah, but I don't know. I just think personally that you know, I think Thrawn's a better leader than Vader is, you know, for the Empire right now. You know, overall, I just think his AI doesn't really work well, and I think it's actually an adjustment that can be made that would really help him a lot. So I think I think eventually that'll happen. You know, I think like you know, a lot of guys are bad on defense right now, but I think the things that he does not well are just really a matter of setting the priorities differently, and I think that he can actually be a lot better on defense if they make some adjustments to him. So moving along, though, let's go ahead and take a look at the top 10 squad members for rank 1, and we're seeing, of course, Darth Nihilus at #1, with Kenobi right behind him, then you know, Baze Malbus right behind him, with you know, followed by Chirrut Imwe, and then Rex, and then taking a big chunk now. 1,126 teams, or 1,126 squads at rank 1, R2-D2. So R2-D2 is actually now a big part of the pie, and he's you know, surpassed Kylo Ren, which is pretty interesting. Palpatine is down there after that, and then Darth Maul, followed by Savage Opress. So R2-D2 rising up the charts. Are you using R2-D2 in Arena right now?
Oh, every day. I went all in. I had the gear ready for R2 before he came out. Man, I was all about it. He is something else. And that's why you're seeing Wedge come back and, you know, Qui-Gon making a climb. He just makes every light side combination just so viable.
He's great. And, you know, I got to say, you know, as far as R2-D2 is concerned, he's probably one of the best characters in the game right now. I mean, overall, he just helps so many different factions. You can kind of throw him in a mix of a lot of different squads. I mean, you could run like a Kenobi lead with R2-D2. You could run, a Jedi team with R2D2 right now. You could run, like some sort of a combination of Baze, Malbus, and Wedge. And I mean, there's just so many squads that R2D2 just makes better right now because of the additions and the bonuses that he gives to his allies. So I mean, I'm a big proprietor of R2D2. I did get the second Zeta on him a couple weeks ago, and I've been running him in arena with Ezra. Before today, like I said, with my Thrawn squad. So, yeah. So again, not a huge change in the meta, but anything you want to comment on?
No, not really. Just Kylo's going to fall all the way off, just because Darth and Nihilus just kind of replaced Kylo. They kind of serve the same purpose, and Nihilus is way better. It's unfortunate because I have a Zeta on Kylo, and I don't even use him anymore.
Don't sleep on Zeta Kylo. I mean, he's still really good. He's just got to be. You got to be under control of him. I mean, if the defense used him correctly, also, I mean, he'd be unbelievable. You would never want to fight a Kylo if he was doing the right things. You know what I'm saying? So, and sometimes he does. I mean, every now and then, you fight a Kylo team, and he just bangs out one of your guys real quick. It's full protection, and you're like, oh man, that just happened. So, he's definitely fallen to the wayside here. It seems like so. All right, we're gonna go back to the gameplay here, and I'll continue with my Galactic War. So, just moving along, we're going to go ahead and take care of this mishmash of a squad here with a Phasma lead with a support HK-47. You ever wonder about these ridiculous teams in Galactic War? You know what I'm saying? Like, who is running a Phasma lead with Royal Guard, HK-47, and Poggle the Lesser? Please.
Well, they look pretty well geared from the battle here. They got tons of protection.
I mean, this is not a beginner. You know what I'm saying? This is not somebody who just started playing the game. Who is running this squad? You know what I'm saying? Please.
This is someone that just joined a random guild, no direction in the game.
Like wherever you are, just stop doing this. You're hurting my eyes. All right, let's go for.
Looking at the meta report, back to that while you do this, there's one person with a rank 1 team that's using Geonosian Spy. I want to give it a shout out to that guy or girl.
This one guy running the Geo Spy. We're going to go ahead and give a shout out to that guy.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, why not?
Keep it off.
Whatever you're doing.
So squishy, I would use him. He's just way too squishy.
Whatever you're doing, kind sir, just keep it up. Maurice appreciates it.
He's trying under a 88 lead. He's a pimp.
I mean, I almost don't want to use HK-47 in a droid team. I don't know why you would use him on a regular. The only reason I use HK-47 is because his leader ability is so damn boss. I like HK-47. I mean, from the story, but I mean, in the game, I've never really been a fan of his attacks, and his his meat bag mayhem is kind of cool. But it's again, I think, I definitely wouldn't ever use him as a support character on any squad. The only reason you use HK-47 is because he gives you 50% turn meter on a crit. You know what I mean?
Harry Tasker on YouTube. You guys should check him out. He's got some cool stuff. We were talking about like an HK lead with like a K2SO R2. It's kind of the new school droids.
I'm going to bring out the droids right now in Galactic War.
The new school droids?
No, the old school droids, man. Come on.
Oh
yeah.
2015. No Grievous?
No, not with Grievous. You want Grievous? Okay, let's do Grievous. Why not?
I mean, this squad you're using is, pretty exciting at all.
With Chief Nebbit? You don't love my Chief Nebbit squad? Okay, let me go ahead with Grievous. Let's get Nebbit out of here. Let's get Grievous in here. Love that triple attacker droid team. You're either gonna get destroyed real quick, or I am. That's how it works with this squad. Either I'm taking you out in like the first 30 seconds, or
we got Pork in the chat calling yes, General Grievous, please.
Okay. Well, we're gonna go ahead and do this. I'm facing a Jedi squad, so this should be pretty interesting.
What's interesting, there's absolutely like no lag on this stream whatsoever. Like it's pretty on point.
Oh yeah, no, I mean when I do
there's no lag whatsoever.
Yeah, this is a good stream. Okay, let's go ahead and AOE. Bam, 100% turn meter, and then we got ETH Cough left on the board. There we go. That's old droid team awesomeness for you, you know. But unfortunately, it's like looking at an old picture, you know. It just isn't like that anymore. wish it still worked like that, but unfortunately not so much. Okay, so let's go ahead and move on here. Okay, now we're gonna go ahead and take the droid team in to against a Sith squad. Okay, with Darth Maul, and we'll see what happens. This is gonna be bad. It's gonna be real bad. The droid team's gonna get destroyed. But let's go ahead and try it out. Let's see if we can pull it out. Maybe I'm wrong. But I've already used a lot of my abilities here, so I don't think we're gonna have a shot. Okay.
Porky Pork also asked, "What do you guys think about a General Grievous capital ship? You know, you think we'll ever get that?"
I mean, that would be awesome. Do I think it'll happen? Maybe.
Maybe.
I'd say it's a solid maybe. And the reason for that is because I don't know who they're going to give the Executrix to. I mean, not the Executrix. I mean the Malevolence to. I mean, is it going to be Grievous's ship? Is it going to be Dooku's ship? You know, I mean, I kind of have a feeling because... Oh, that was a mistake. I pressed the wrong button by accident. I kind of have a feeling because Grievous is in the shipments that they're going in that direction at some point. I mean, why would you put him there? Unless that's kind of where you're going with it. But I don't know. I mean...
well, they got to give him some use. He's still hard to obtain, you know? Like, they got to give him something, like a Zeta or just a ship.
Yeah, I agree.
Terrible. He's awful.
Well, I mean, he could just use a rework, period. I mean, if he had a rework, I mean, he'd be really awesome. Oh, that was not good, Darth Maul. I don't like you. Oh. Well, I mean, we're not going to make it against the Sith team, but we did pretty well. I mean, we knocked out a couple of characters, and there goes HK-47. The good old days. Yeah, Thrawn will get a capital ship. I'm sure he'll get the Chimera. He should, at least. I mean, that would be awesome. But we'll have to see. I mean, you know, there's a lot of possibilities.
The Chimera will require both of the Ghost and the Phantom ship to be 7-star. Watch, it comes out next week.
Next week, you'll need to have the Ghost and the Phantom 7 stars and the Gauntlet starship.
Yeah, sweet. Available
awesome.
in ship chromium.
Available only in ship chromiums.
Yeah.
Available exclusively in ship chromiums. Yeah, but that would be awesome. Although I don't think they're going to do that. I think that they will eventually. We will have other ways to get ship stuff. So I think eventually that will happen. But I don't think it'll be for the Chimera. Although, like I said, I mean we've just been desperately waiting for any stuff. I mean, forget about ship stuff. Just any stuff in this game, and I think. Whenever that does happen, it will incorporate ships as well. So we'll just have to see. But, the dodge of this Vader is really just bothering me. Let's take him out. Nice. Shore Trooper gets the final blow. It's rare you get to say that. Shore Trooper never takes anybody out. So when that happens, it's a special day. So, do you have any questions compiled up over there?
Not too much. We had a guy, Marco Polo, ask, who should he Zeta first. I asked him who he had available to Zeta. I think he might have left the stream.
Okay. If anybody has any questions they want answered on the stream, feel free to ask them in the chat now, and Maurice will go ahead and try to get them on the show here. So, let me try my...
Now you're being asked when will hardware for ships be released?
When will hardware for ships be released?
Yeah.
I'd probably say around the same time that live PvP gets released.
Yeah. All right.
And Guild versus Guild. And Jedi Luke. They're all.
Note 11?
What?
What node are you on here in your Galactic War?
I think I'm on node 9 or 10.
All right.
Something like that. Why don't you have my face in the corner? Because I don't want to make everybody jealous. No, honestly, because with this camera, if I want to do it, I have to literally just hold the camera, like hold it at my face the whole time. It's a lot more comfortable to just not have that going on right now. But we could do that next time if you want. But Cheeky, you don't have to see me on a live stream to see my face. We are friends. At least I thought we were. Until you ditched the show. You were supposed to be here tonight, Cheeky. What happened to you?
Magbane has a question. Where is the dark alleyway that you lead us down to give us free UFC games?
Oh, that alleyway? It's in Hollywood. Yeah, no, that was a lot of fun. I gotta say, I mean, just giving out the free games and seeing people's reaction. I mean, people did not believe that we were giving out free games. Like, the first thing you're thinking is scam, right? Like, this guy's just trying to pull my leg here. He's not giving me a free game. He wants to sell me a game for like my soul, But it's like, no. This is really free. It's like you have to just keep telling everybody, like, no, we're really giving out stuff because there's so many people on Hollywood Boulevard, like, trying to get you to take their CD, trying to get you to, buy a shirt for $5, trying to get you to do a hand reading. There's guys on Hollywood Boulevard selling everything. So I'm saying, when you were out there giving out free games, they're very skeptical off the bat. But if you did that in like North Carolina, I'm sure people would be like, hell yeah, I want a free Xbox game.
Okay, my question is, why did you give the games to people that just like barked like a bulldog? I mean, they weren't even doing Chewbacca; they just barked, and you gave them a game anyway. You couldn't say like no, try again.
We're not going to not give the game to them for trying out. I mean, the purpose, the Chewbacca thing was really just to try to keep it Star Wars related because it was a UFC game, and we were on Hollywood Boulevard, and there was really nothing else. I originally wanted to do trivia, like ask trivia questions, and. When we thought about it, that sounded kind of boring, so we just went with the other option. So it was cool. I mean, again, some people actually did some pretty good Chewbacca's. A couple of guys did pretty good Chewbacca's, but yeah, I mean, we gave them to everybody no matter what. No, my Note 11 is not broken. My Note 12 is broken, and there's a reason.
No. Tisk.
Why?
We do have a question here from Kangaroo. Is there a way to counter R2 Zetas? Been running into them in GW, not fun.
Yeah, run R2 yourself.
Yeah. I don't really know how you counter it per se. I guess offense and health down, maybe. I mean, how you would eliminate.
Yeah, how you would counter it would be offense down and healing immunity. So I mean, you got to look at the characters that do that, and people like Sidious, people like I don't know, characters that affect maybe having another person that gives health to the rest of the team, like having a Zeta Barasafi would be a good counter. Oh,
yeah, true. Yeah, Zeta Barris is a good suggestion. I personally don't know because I run him, so I don't really have a good answer for that. Just stack your characters with more protection, I guess, and that kind of counters the 10% offense. I think it has to do more with how you mod your characters than like an actual just character you plug in there.
Pretty much.
All right, we got one. This one's directed towards you. Which team would be easier to farm, a Rebel or a Sith team?
A Rebel or a Sith team? A Rebel team. I mean, the reason I say that is because the Rebels are in such easy to attain places. I mean, you got Sith are kind of hard to get, with the exception of maybe Sidious and a couple others. Maybe Savage Opress. However, the Rebels, and there's so many Rebels. I mean, you have Rebels from Rogue One, you have Rebels from the Phoenix Squad, you have Rebels from, pretty much everywhere. So I mean, yeah, it depends on I mean, ultimately, it's really what you want to go for. But the rebels also are going to be more beneficial to you long term, I think, than the Sith right now. I mean, because the rebels have so many different, their hands are just in lots of parts of the game. So I mean, like you have rebel pilots, you have rebel, ship challenges, you have rebel mod challenges. There's a lot of reasons to have rebels.
The Palpatine event, you got the Thrawn event now. I mean, I guess the Phoenix are technically rebels, right?
Right, and you also need rebels to do like the military might event. I mean, there's a lot of reasons to have rebels. So I mean, you can never go wrong with that. Sith, again, I mean, while being good in arena, really don't serve much of another purpose. So I'm saying I would say you want to probably go with rebels first. If you like Sith more, ultimately do what you want. But I'm just saying for the benefit of having the best or the most useful squad to start off with, I would say go with rebels first. Much easier to farm, and you got characters like Biggs Darklighter you can grab right out of Galactic War nodes, or sorry, Galactic War shipments. You got Lando you can grab there. Lando also helps you with your Scoundrel event, so you can get those credits. So Lando is somebody you can get out of the Cantina nodes, and he's probably one of the first rebels you want to get. And he also happens to be a Scoundrel. Same thing with Stormtrooper Han. He's another character that's easy to get. So I mean, Leia you can get out of there. So there's really a lot of great characters you can use, and they help you in different areas of the game. Leia's great for the raids. Stormtrooper Han is great for starting the game. I mean, really, you can kind of still use Stormtrooper Han if you use him correctly. But
that's kind of a stretch.
that might be a stretch. But he's I think he's still got some use if you use him correctly.
Yeah.
Let me go ahead and just obliterate the final node here with Thrawn, and then I'm gonna go try to do one more arena battle. And then we're going to call this stream a stream. But
we got a couple questions.
Oh my goodness! My final node is not easy. What is this?
Oh, you got to step your game up, man.
What is going on?
What you doing?
My 12th node isn't broken. So thank you all my friends.
In the mix here. It should be a tough one.
Asura. Okay. I guess this was a goodbye squad for a guy who doesn't want to play the game anymore. I remember the guy Asura. I think he has but he's got the maxed out squad. I'm just gonna go ahead and auto this because I just don't want to deal with it. So I'm just gonna see how Thrawn's team does on defense.
Do you happen to have Darth Nihilus?
Even though this isn't really what were you gonna say?
Do you have Darth Nihilus as unique? Do you have it Zeta?
Yeah, I have his unique Zeta, not his leader ability, yeah.
Okay, well, the Chai Bears 326 asks, since the non-nerf of DN4 strain is unique, he has... Let me just... His unique, he had Zeta. And since it came out, it used to go through tenacity up, but now it doesn't. Is that correct? I guess his unique doesn't go through the tenacity up anymore.
I'm not sure. I mean, I think it still does, but I mean, maybe they nerfed that, and I didn't notice. But from what I've seen, it still works through the tenacity up. I mean, I still face guys with Rex, and it seems like it works. But I could be wrong. Bears. I could be wrong. I mean, listen, I may have missed something, and maybe they corrected that over the last few days, and I missed it. But from when I run it in Arena, I think it still works. I haven't ran that squad, though, in like a week or two, so it could be different now.
All right, Malia kind of took care of the Boba Fett question, asking about Boba Fett's leader ability. And yes, Boba Fett's still a decent leader ability, I guess.
Boba Fett?
Yeah.
I mean, I'd say you can use him, if you have no other options.
It'd be very good on offense in Arena. Just running just a pure DPS team. I mean, it's effective, but defense, you're going to fall far. You'll just get slaughtered on defense.
Let's see what we need here. Oh, I still haven't done my hard battles yet.
Oh, now that is going to be exciting.
That's not good. No, I just gotta sim him. I gotta sim.
So who do you have left? Who do you have left to do? You've been playing a while.
Well, we'll go into the roster here in a second. I'll tell you in a minute. Let me just try to do 2 more battles here. Actually, I get the full 3, which is cool. Okay, so what I have left is... Yeah, I'm actually at 91 of 100 for and then I have 6-star Sabine. I've got to do Gar Saxon. I've got to do Pow, which is almost done. He's halfway. He's almost at 6-star. I have to finish Sith Trooper, Imperial Super Commando, and Sith Assassin, and that's it. And then I have everything. But yeah, I mean, I'll probably finish Sith. I'm working on Sith Trooper out of the shipments now. I'll finish probably in a couple of days. You know, he only needs 9 more shards. Pow, I'll probably finish, eventually. And then whenever Gar Saxon becomes free to play, I'll farm him wherever he comes out. And Imperial Super Command, I'll finish up Sabine. So I mean, also Fulcrum. My Fulcrum's not done, so I have a. Sorry, I forgot about her. She is where? I think she's geared 10, right? Yeah, but she's only 4-star. So yeah, there's my Fulcrum right there. She's 4-star. So I still need to finish her up too. I didn't buy her packs. I'm still thinking about it, but I don't know. I'm just gonna wait till she becomes farmable, I think.
You need to take that chopper up.
Uh-oh. I think we're having
You
a
gotta
problem.
take that chopper up, boy. He's legit. The man.
Yeah, I think we're having a problem here. Yeah,
Oh, nice.
unfortunately, no. This is not nice. My game got glitched out, so we're gonna have to go ahead and exit. I'm gonna have to X this out. Go back to my home screen, and then log back in again because we got glitched out there. So I'm gonna have to restart. But yeah, overall, like I said, it's not that far from being complete the roster. So I just got to keep going. But I mean, that doesn't mean they're all geared up or anything. I still have like lots of level 1 characters. I mean, they're all like I think level 45, but they're all like gear level 1. They need a lot of work. So I mean, I definitely still need to start gearing up some of my other characters. But it's cool to be able to try out all the different options. Like if any of the characters I want to level up, I can go ahead and do that. So that's pretty awesome that you have the option. But okay, we were done with that. I'm going to go ahead and do another arena battle here. And we'll go ahead and try to battle against, let's see, can we go down to battle 6? Okay, so I'll fight this Jedi team here, Bear Rock. And see if Thrawn can take out the Jedi squad. I think so. I think we got this. But again, it's a Zeta R2-D2, so we'll have to see. We're going to go ahead and fracture Kenobi. We're going to dispel that stealth. I'm going to AoE with what's that ability called again?
Fire sucks, man. I don't know how to use half these characters either.
It's called Stagger. Sorry, that's what I was thinking of. Yeah, Stagger is a cool ability, and
yes, it is.
Yeah, the 100% counterattack when somebody is fractured is pretty cool from Thrawn. Also, the only thing that sucks is they gain foresight again every time when you kill somebody. So you got to keep. Okay, let's go. Shore Trooper to save the day again. There we go. TIE Fighter Pilot is taking. TIE Fighter Pilot hits really hard. You know, and so does Krennic. I mean, Krennic's basic is like bananas. He really hits really hard, Krennic. But
yeah, but TIE Fighter Pilot is so annoying because he's so fast.
Yeah,
like
he is. That's true.
I had to throw in an Akbar lead to go before TIE Fighter Pilot the other day. How embarrassing is that? Like, this dude's got a super fast TIE Fighter Pilot on my shard. I had to use an Akbar lead so he could go first.
I've done that before. I've used Akbar to jack up the speed for my Rebel squad. I mean,
yeah, that's embarrassing. You know, like, I gotta use this Akbar crutch. It's you know, it's been probably almost a year since I've used the Akbar crutch. Now TIE Fighter Pilot's back, messing up my mojo. I'm kind of sad. The Thrawn lead is going to kill my resistance.
All right, there we go. So that's the end of the Jedi squad. But yeah, overall, not bad. Any more questions?
Yeah, Brandon C just asked if he needs to Zeta Ray if he's going to run a resistance team for P2. The question is, or the answer is, absolutely not.
No, absolutely
you don't need to Zeta Ray at all for the raid.
No, you don't. But yeah, no, I mean, I think Ray Zeta is actually not that crazy. I mean, there's much better Zetas you can invest in. So I mean, I would stay away from that. But all right, let me just go ahead and level up this one mod. I'll finish my dailies, and then we're going to go ahead and call it a stream here. I want to thank everybody for checking us out. Fortunately, we didn't have the full cast tonight, but thankfully Maurice was able to hang out and join me for the stream, and it worked out okay. We'll be back next week again on Friday, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time, with another Alliance live stream, number 13. And I appreciate you guys coming down to hear us out. We're gonna be in the Discord after this, chatting it up. So if you guys want to come check that out, we'll be in there. Go over to the Alliance Live Show. The Alliance Gaming.com, and you can actually just join us. Right there. You can follow the instructions into our Discord. You can come chat with us. And we'll all be in there hanging out after the show. But again, I'm glad I was able to get the stream out, and I'll have some more content coming throughout the week. I'll be on the Reality Scoot Gamers Jedi Academy show tomorrow morning with Warrior, Affinity, and the rest of the bunch, and we'll Ranger, and we'll be having a great time there too. So check that out tomorrow. At 10 a.m. Eastern Time. But may you guys thanks for coming, and may the Force be with you. I'll see you guys next week. Thanks.